Adrenaline, the fight-or-flight hormone composed of a cocktail of chemicals and hormones, is your body's short-term response to environmental stressors, giving you a burst of energy, allowing you to do the impossible. As shown in this clip, a man being able to use superhuman reflexes to dodge a life-threatening car crash is all thanks to adrenaline. Adrenaline, or epinephrine, is a neurotransmitting chemical/hormone that makes the heart beat faster and contracts muscles all over your body, even if they're not in use. The chemical is dumped into your bloodstream almost immediately after an external stressor is introduced, basically injecting a couple of double espressos into your bloodstream. When this happens, the hypothalamus in the brain signals the adrenal glands that it's time to produce adrenaline and other stress hormones. The adrenal glands produce adrenaline by transforming the amino acid tyrosine into dopamine. Oxygenation of dopamine yields noradrenaline, which is then converted into adrenaline. Adrenaline binds to receptors on the heart, arteries, pancreas, liver, muscles, and fatty tissue. By binding to receptors on the heart and arteries, adrenaline increases heart rate and respiration. And by binding to receptors on the pancreas, liver, muscles, and fatty tissue, it inhibits the production of insulin and stimulates the synthesis of sugar and fat, which the body can use as a fuel in fight-or-flight situations. Now you may be wondering, how does fight-or-flight adrenaline rushes have any correlation with video games? Now imagine you are playing a game on your phone. The purpose of the game is to see how far you can get before you mess up. As you progress, you know in your mind that if you mess up, it's all over. You have to start from the beginning and attempt to make another golden run, repeating everything you just did to get to this point. As you get further and further, your heart starts beating faster. You are moving more quickly with your now sweating hands. You realize that everything is on the line, and you can't mess up, not this time. Adrenaline has been there all along. Once you became absorbed into the game, it made it feel dangerous to lose, and your body recognized this as fight or flight, and released adrenaline into your bloodstream. Adrenaline rushes can happen in sports too. In basketball, with mere seconds on the clock, and you're 1 point behind. This is because you want to win. You can win. All you need is a lucky throw. The same is applied to video gaming. Numerous video games that require a lot of practicing have become national sports or esports. Extremely similar to sports in regards to adrenaline, but without the need for physical activities. Why is that? As said before, you become immersed into the game that you are playing. You are now the main character. Everything is dependent on you reaching your final goal, and your body reacts to this. How much of an adrenaline rush you get depends on the stakes. That could range from a simple game that upon loss starts you back at the beginning, to the risk of literally losing everything that you have collected over hours of playing to other players online. Even though adrenaline enters your body immediately, it doesn't leave as fast as it came, because our bodies are closed systems, meaning it will take a while for those chemicals to be reabsorbed back into where it was stored. This can leave you jittery for a while. Unfortunately, there are possible side effects of adrenaline rushes. This includes the possibility of a heart attack. This usually only happens if you have heart problems to begin with, or you inject synthetic adrenaline to get a sort of overdose. Another major possible side effect is memory loss. This happens only with a long exposure to adrenaline, and it shrinks the hippocampus where our memories are stored. Another side effect is the crash. Similar to caffeine crashes, when the adrenaline wears off, depending on how much you did, you'll become really tired. For example, adrenaline has allowed mothers to lift cars off their children, but what happened after? Extreme tiredness, destroyed muscles, and lifetime back problems. You are only superhuman while the adrenaline lasts. After is when reality sets in. Depending on how the adrenaline rush ends, good or bad, makes you feel either extremely happy or extremely sad/mad. Here's an example of a competitive video game where people get extremely happy in their adrenaline rush. Here's what happens when you lose after adrenaline rushes. You lost everything and you are extremely sad. All in all, adrenaline rushes are a huge part of our lives. If it's playing a game of Flappy Birds or playing at a worldwide competition level, adrenaline is everywhere. Thanks for watching.